The last FPL game week was 55 years ago, where I scored 55 points. Lovely stuff. For game week 8, my sexy team is currently looking like this. Oi, oi. So we have the David Raya in goals and the Gabriel in defence for double Arsenal defence. Trent and Luis Diaz is double Liverpool, but that might not stay. Stay tuned. Oh, you're hooked to your seats now. Definitely don't blink. We've also got Rico Lewis and Haaland for the Man City for double Man City against the Wolves right now, but that could be triple. Oh, I'm teasing you, aren't I? I do have Saka to make it triple Arsenal. Obviously double defence, but triple with Saka in there as well. But maybe he could be Saka'd out to the team. Nah, probably not. I think he will start. I think he's all good there. And Buemo is just the god, the goat of FPL right now. He's going nowhere. Morgan Rogers, lovely that I get to pick him every week because I have a bench as strong as punches in my dreams. Pretty damn weak. I'm not benching Rodgers anytime soon for anybody else. And then up top, yes, obviously Haaland, obviously captain, not even risking that. I could even triple captain him, but I'm not going to. I have balls, but they're not that big, all right? And then finally, we have Jackson, and I'm sorry, Mr. Jackson, you might be leaving. He is a celebrity. Get him out of here soon. And Dominic Solanke, I'm a Dom and already have him, so, you know, lovely stuff. So I was actually a good boy. I'm usually a bit of a naughty boy, but I was a good boy over the international break, and I decided to not make any transfers. So now I have 2 free transfers to make. Hey. So the first transfer I will be making, no beating around the bush at all, Luis Diaz out, as of course I didn't own him for any of these points and goals. I owned him for just these 2 games where he started, didn't get anything, and then didn't start. He's starting to piss me off more like Payne Diaz. But Liverpool have the most difficult fixtures right now. Chelsea, Arsenal, Brighton, Villa, Southampton. Okay, Southampton probably score like 6 there. And then Man City and Newcastle. But out of those 6-7 games or whatever it is, and the way Liverpool are playing, I see them more of a defensive first team now. I think they can have games where they score goals, but I definitely don't think Diaz is going to be scoring a brace every other game like he had been. And we always know there was a chance he could get benched. Now that Champions League's coming around, that's obviously the case. And yeah, I do not want him going forward. So transferring him out, if I just wanted to make that transfer, I'd have 7.9 million. Spoiler alert, I don't just want to make that transfer. I want to make more. Now, obviously, my ultimate pick would be Palmer. But what's the point of taking out a player in that fixture to bring in a player for the worst fixture because he's playing away? And also his fixtures for the next 4 are just wibbly wobbly. So no, Palmer, don't be so cold. We'll keep you in the freezer for now, and then we'll finally get you out of the freezer to be extra cold. That doesn't make any sense. We'll put you back in the freezer to be extra cold in game weeks 12 or whatever moving forward. Yeah, that sounds good. So out of anybody I could have to fill this spot right here, I wonder who it's going to be. That's right, it's Phil. Philip Foden. He's only started 1 game so far. No goals and assists. But that's just what fantasy managers do. He hasn't scored yet, so he's guaranteed a hat-trick against Wolves, because that's just how it works, right? But I'm kind of thinking spicy differential. Other people are probably transferring in the likes of Solanke and Haaland and all that as all their transfers. I've already got those. I'm going to go for a Philip Foden to fill that spot. Definitely for the next 2, probably 3 fixtures. And then you never know what happens after that. Maybe we could use him to get to Palmer. Maybe we use him to drop him down to bring Saka up to Palmer. But either way, Foden for the next couple at least is amazing stuff. But what's not amazing is that I owe the bank money. 1.3 million. FBI open up. They're going to be slamming down my door because Bacon Boy, he's in debt. Time to get out of that debt. So with the other 1 free transfer, I do need to transfer somebody else out to afford a Foden. Now, thankfully, it's not the case of just transferring somebody else out to, like, the cheapest player ever to afford a Foden. There are ways around it, as I do have some slightly more expensive players that can happily drop down to somebody that actually starts and not just some random bench player. So out of those players, we have either a Gabriel, and if I were to drop him down, I'd have 4.8 million for a defender. Now that actually doesn't sound too bad, because I've already got an Arsenal defender, well, goalkeeper, so I already get the clean sheets. And they have this slightly tricky run in the next few. But then I'm also kind of thinking, the way Arsenal have been playing and defending, they'll probably keep a clean sheet in these 4 and then not keep a clean sheet in any of these games because, you know, I think for these bigger teams, people do forget that, you know, they go all-out defense in harder games and then that's where they keep the clean sheets like they did against bloody Tottenham and Villa and all that, and then they didn't keep a clean sheet against Leicester and Southampton because they need to push forward more and for the attack. So is it my agenda? Is it just facts? Let's find out, because I think I want to keep Gabriel, probably for the season, double Arsenal defence all the way. So if I don't want to get rid of him, I could maybe get rid of Trent. Now getting rid of Trent actually gives me 5.8 mil in the bank, And that could actually get me somebody at like Pedro Porro. Wait, actually, that's very good. Oh. Now, getting in Porro, you know, he's already got a goal. It was against Leicester, but defensively, they've not been good. What am I trying to tell myself? But Spurs do have good fixtures moving forward. Are they good fixtures for a defender? Probably not. Plus, they're Spurs, so, you know, no fixtures. They could be playing bloody Spurs under 3s and they probably still concede. But obviously, you're buying Pedro Porro for the attacking returns. But I think I'll be attacked if I choose him because, yeah, I'm just not feeling it. I know other people are, but no, not feeling it. And to be honest, yes, Liverpool fixtures are bad, but the points Trents have been getting, their defence is pretty damn solid. You know, he could do nothing in a game and get a 6 to 8 pointer. He could do something in a game and get 11 plus pointer. I think all the goals and assists to come in. All of these points with just 1 assist, by the way. Imagine when he actually gets scoring like he looks like he has almost been. And then if I keep him through this run, then I have him for all of this run. I'm 1 step ahead of the game. Yeah, I just want to keep him. As I'm also kind of thinking, yeah, let's not spend my transfer on defenders because that's cheeky scrub behaviour. Let's actually be a bit more fun because, you know, this is a game. We're supposed to have fun, all right? So then out of the midfielders, the only players that I would like to get rid of is probably Winks. But, yeah, I don't know if I could buy any players for 3.2 million. Not even my Bacon Boy would be 3.2 million in FPL. And if you see me play, terrible. Joking. I won the FPL 5-side tournament, FPL Juice, shout out. But, you know, yeah. Humble king over here. So apart from that, the only other player we've got is not Slanky. The only other player we've got is I'm sorry, Nick Jackson, because you might actually have to go. Now, he has actually done pretty all right. I mean, take out the West Ham and Wolves tax, and he's only got like a goal and assist. But, you know, he did get some big boy points here, and he has been close to be getting some other big boy points as well. But again, Chelsea's fixtures aren't quite it right now, and he is being taken off early, you know, as early as 60 minutes in some games. Palmer is also the man I want for Chelsea, not Jackson. So, you know, just swap him in instead. No, can't do that. So for that price, for those fixtures, I think he could be good. But yeah, he's just the easiest one to sell in my team, especially for this week. And selling him would give me 6.4 million in the bank. Ooh, I could buy anybody apart from, like, these. But shut up. Now, if I were to sort by total points, because that's the only FPL metric we care about, right? Nah, screw these stats. No, we only need points. Then Jackson's here. Oh, never mind. I won't sell him. Pranked. But no, we could get a Danny Welbeck. But yeah, he's been playing a lot of minutes, but not a great run. Plus, you know, he's not going to be starting every game. Surely not. I say that. He's probably going to be like 48, but he's still starting for Brighton because he's just balling. We have also got a Chris Wood. And you know what? I'm not going to lie to you, lads. It's been a long 2 weeks. I want Wood. I want it right now. Give me Wood right now. That's usually the kind of things I say on my OnlyFans. Like and subscribe to my FPL OnlyFans, by the way. But, you know, Chris Wood. Wood is teasing me. Yeah, it really is. Now, I can't believe I am saying that. But, yeah, when he scores, he just gets bonus points as well. So a goal for him is an 8-9 pointer. He's got these 3 fixtures upcoming. I think they could be very good for him. But more importantly, he actually took a penalty. The fact that he did take a penalty and now Gibbs White is injured, which does kind of harm him as well. But I think he will stay on penalties. I think a penalty taken forward, scoring some, but even getting the bonus points when he is, and with those fixtures, I generally think he's an absolute steal for 6.2 million. And I'm only convincing myself because that's who I want right now. Because I've literally been saying every other week, no. But I think now that he has taken a penalty and he looks like he will stick to the penalties, then, yeah, it just makes sense now. Now, if I didn't want Wood, if I was a madman, my next biggest shout would probably be Raul Jimenez. Now, in the last 4 games, 3 goals, 1 assist, not to be messed about at all, and very good fixtures. And I would see Fulham as a more attacking team than Forest, although it's close. But what I'm kind of thinking is with Jimenez, if I could guaranteed start every game, definitely. But Munez is always going to be there. He's always chipping away the 20-30 minutes. There could be a random benching for Raul in any given game. And yeah, I'm not too sure if I want to risk it. And then apart from them two, I do like a Delap. But then do I really want to be spending my only transfers on an Ipswich forward? Who, yeah, not too sure. So that right there might be my transfers. Might be so much that Diaz and Jackson out for Foden and Wood. They might be my transfers so much that, boom, done it. I wasn't planning on doing it right now, but guess I will. And that right there is an absolute gorgeous team. Now, maybe swapping a Saka to a Palmer, you could literally say this is a wildcard team this week. I wildcarded like 3-4 weeks ago. So, A, let me cook. I am Mr. Chef for you today because this team, wow. But that right there is my FPL TED Talk over. My Gameweek team selection done. And that's that. Yes, bringing in a Foden and a Wood, you know, a bit of chasing one side, a bit of under chasing the other side. Somebody who hasn't scored, somebody who's been scoring that probably won't keep on scoring. But, you know, that's just what you do with FPL. And overall, that looks like a pretty damn sexy team, which is very good, not just moving forward, but I could literally just sit on my team forever and that's it. This team is that good. But that's going to be all. Thanks for watching, and also remember...
Don't be a cheeky scrub. Subscribe to Nathan Bacon right now. Don't let your memes be dreams.